Hello everyone, we are the Guardians of Technology. My name is Cesar Salazar.
I'm David McKibben.
I'm Nicole Reese.
And I'm Marissa Jarvis.
Our client is going to be the Calvary Chapel West Campus Coffee Shop, and our point of contact is Peter Lopez. He is a manager at the coffee shop, and he's been managing it for about 8 years now, which is about as long as the coffee shop has been open. Our focus for this industry is less on the side of the church and nonprofit, and it's going to be more looking into the actual operations of the coffee shop. The manager is looking more in terms of something that's low key, something where he can get local products. He's trying to focus more on that kind of atmosphere for the coffee shop rather than big name brands like Starbucks. Currently, it runs on a very small budget. He's having some issues with sales and cash for his customers, and so when we brought up this project to him, he was very excited, and he really wanted us to be a part of figuring out a solution to help him, give him a better understanding of how his operations were being used.
So Peter's experiencing a couple of issues, and one of the main one is he doesn't have a POS system right now. Everything is cash based, and he can't keep track of the money going in or the money that's going out. And next would be he also is having issues with his inventory. He doesn't know how much he has or how much he needs or how much he has thrown away. So we want to help him find a better way of not wasting a lot of inventory. And then one of the last issues is the scheduling. They currently just have a whiteboard in the coffee shop that tells who's going to be working how many hours, and they have to go back and see, okay, who's going to be working, and they can't tell who has covered certain hours. So to help them with that, we want to have them find an easier way of being able to look into it and just sign up some other way.
The end users of our system are managers, volunteers, and customers. Peter Lopez, the manager, will be getting an automated system to better help operations in his business. The volunteers will get improved scheduling, and the customers will get faster service. More information will be provided in our next deliverable.
So our group will be focusing more so on how to update their coffee shop's line of business. We're not going to be looking at the supply side of the coffee shop itself, nor are we going to be focusing on how the coffee employees will be able to retrieve the food and the coffee itself. One of the expectations of our client Peter, or the coffee shop in general, is that he would want to see about like any potential or probable taxes that he may be able, or he may have to pay once he hits a certain revenue. We have to look into that as well. Additionally, he does have a budget of $600, but he is willing to pay additional for online services or anything else that may be needed to update the current system that he has. Additionally, as a last expectation, Calvary Coffee Shop is planning to expand, but they want to be sustainable on their own revenue so that they don't have to necessarily have to depend on the church, nor do they want that per se relying on the church.
We're going to be looking into the Calvary Chapel West Campus Coffee Shop. Our point of contact is Peter Lopez, and we're going to be looking into their point of sale system into their scheduling system.
So Peter's problems were the POS system was he couldn't get credit cards, and we're going to try and find a way for him to be able to accept credit cards. Also, we're going to implement an inventory system and a scheduling system that would make it easier for the volunteers to know when they can go and when they're needed there.
Our end users consist of customers, managers, and volunteers. More information on this will be provided later.
And as a last sort of business, we're not planning on focusing on the supply side of the coffee shop. And in addition, the coffee shop does plan on expanding, but also want to be sustainable on their own as opposed to relying on the actual church.
And this is the kind that we're going to be working with throughout the semester. we're trying to help them out and improve their services. Right? Thank you.